All right, here's my newest project. This is a 2000 Toyota Avalon XLS. I purchased it about a month ago for $400, which I think is a great price. It's been sitting ever since. My family moved it a couple times, but not too bad. As you can see, it's not the prettiest on the outside at all. I noticed this panels are not straight at all. You can see there's some dimples. It looks like they may have gotten a side swipe. There's some damage here, damage on the other side. It's got a lot of green. It's been sitting for about a year. The taillight's filling with water. Tires seem decent. They're okay. It's not bad, it's not good. I'd say about 40% tread, maybe 30. This one up front, was it this one? I can't remember. This one's a lot worse. This one over here is mismatched. It's a Michelin and it's probably got like 80-90% tread. It's pretty much perfect. It looks great. These wheels are just so dirty. Looks like I might be needing brakes. It's got 136,000 miles or so. And I'd show you that, but battery is so dead on it. So it's very dead, and I have one on the way, and I'll put it in and I'll show you, because I'm just tired of jumping it off. Literally, the battery's so dead. I'll go for a drive, come back, and it's done. It's got the JBL sound system. The steering wheel's pretty beat up. It's got the infotainment center. Not infotainment, what am I saying? Let's see here. Pop this open. It's got the original mat, but it's a little broke, so I'm gonna hit the junkyard to see if we can come up with a new one. There's a new wiper, that's nice. It's got Bosch one on the front, so I might just leave it. It seemed to work fine. A couple weeks ago when it was raining. It's got the JBL subwoofer with very blown foam. As you can see, I'm sticking my finger straight through the foam, so it sounds horrible. Wire is cut. There's so much dirt in all these crevices. It's got older Washington plates, if any of you are nerds. 6-digit was 2010 and older, so they switched to a 7-digit in 2010, mid 2010. So previous owners owned this car a while. There's some body damage here in the front. Got a broken mirror, the door, fender, and I'm just waiting to find one that's black, that's clean, and I'm gonna get the fender in the door at this salvage yard. Rear door looks like there's damage, but there's just a couple dings in here and there. It's really not too bad. I'm gonna be detailing this thing pretty soon. The reason I making this video now is so I want to show you how I got it. Front bumper's extremely faded, to be honest. I don't know where I'm gonna go with this car. I might have it painted. So I think this might clean up a little with some buffing. So will the rest of the paint, but these chips in the front here, no way. Those are done. This whole hood is done. All right, go ahead and pop the hood here. The hood shocks are a little weird, but they work, so I'm not complaining at all. It should be going higher, but I'm not complaining. Here's the good old Exceed battery from 2015. September 2015, so it's March 2020. So obviously, I don't want to open that whole cap. Looks like there was some kind of something in there. I need to vacuum that out or take the cover off before that falls into the oil. As you can see, speaking of oil, we've got a serious valve cover gasket leak. Take care of that in the next little while. Got a newer alternator. I do not know if the timing belt's ever been done, so that's a concern. This car does have the 1HZ 3-liter V6, and honestly, this thing runs really well. Transmission shifts good. I mean, this is my first, for cars, this is my first 4-door and my first automatic. So it's a pretty decent one. And one of the biggest things for me to have in this car is the back seat space is super fantastic. I mean, look at that headspace. You can fit 5 in here well. I'm about 6 feet tall, and I've got tons of space sitting in front of myself, or sitting behind myself. It's honestly incredible. This is such a comfortable little car. An actual power outlet. I think that's really nice as well. Get some 2000 style mats. So yeah, hopefully I can get this thing fixed up, and I don't know what I'll do with it. I'm thinking I'll take it down to California and have it registered at some point. Might just cheap out. Now, it does have a couple codes that I need to address, but I haven't really had a chance to look into it too much because I am waiting on the battery. I cannot even scan the codes. So, headlights and fog lights do work. I've got the original book. Everything's here. We got a couple papers and things. There is a diagnosis from the previous shop. And yeah, okay, yeah, here's the codes. So it failed emissions, knock sensor, and a speed sensor. So I'm hoping these will be really quick fixes. If not, we are exempt to emissions here in Washington as of 2020, and actually where I live, we've always been exempt. But I've been living in California, so I will see about passing that, or I'll just leave Washington plates on it. So we'll see what we'll do with it.